bold banners and vibrant voices filled Church Street this morning, honoring the life and legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.
It's a reminder from Dr. King and Dr. King's legacy that the arc of history bends towards justice, but that we all must work towards justice.
Working towards justice one step at a time, that's what Norfolk Commonwealth's attorney Ramin Fatahi believes. He was among the crowd, along with Norfolk Mayor Kenny Alexander.
Well, today is a day of remembrance, but also it's a day of recommitting ourselves to service to others.
It's a recommitment many took part in. Toddlers in tiny sneakers, elders in enduring passion, marched for the message. A testament to the timelessness of Dr. King's mission.
His dream was and is that we would come together around humanity, not around race and class and social status.
As the walk came to a close at the MLK Monument, people stood together, all ages, races, and backgrounds. It was a reminder that it's not buildings that build us up, though, but each other, marching hand in hand for a brighter, better tomorrow.
Cities aren't buildings, cities aren't roads, cities are people. And to be out here with our neighbors, to lock arms and to walk and to remind each other of our common humanity, that's how we understand each other, that's how we love each other, and that's how we work together.
Coming up at 6, we just heard from public officials and important city leaders. But what about the people who were here attending this march in solidarity for Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Day? I'll have their stories coming up when I see you at 6. In Norfolk, Madison Pierman, 10 on your side.
It's been a while since this region saw cold weather like what's been in the forecast for January. So we talked to an in-house cold weather pro about how to properly dress up for these conditions. Our own meteorologist, Jeremy Wheeler.
All right, so I'm somewhat of an expert in the cold. I grew up in Illinois. I spent a lot of time outside, so I know a lot about it. And so heat escapes, especially from the face, the neck, the hands, the wrists, and the ankles. So those are areas that you really want to try and protect. So some ways that you can do that. Ball cap is pretty good for when it's a little chilly out. We're going to have a type of cold, though, where you're going to want a thicker hat, and especially cover the ears. And so you put this on, that'll keep you very warm. Scarf, of course, will protect the neck. If for some reason the kids don't have a scarf, hey, grab an old towel and wrap them around the neck and send them off to the bus stops like that. These thin gloves are okay, but we're going to have the type of cold that is going to be pretty tough. So you can actually double up one thin layer and put it inside and put in another one. And then, of course, even sunglasses can help if the wind's pretty strong, keeps the wind kind of out in that part of your face. Finally, dress in layers. I've got a shirt, a t-shirt, a dress shirt, a cardigan, and a coat, and that layering kind of helps to stop the cold from just kind of getting into that big coat with the gaps in it, so that helps out a lot.
Exposed skin in below freezing temps is susceptible to frostbite. Symptoms include numbness, patches of red skin, or cold and waxy-looking skin, according to the Mayo Clinic. To treat it, get to a warm place inside. Soak the skin in warm water and cover it with wet, warm cloths. For frostbite, it's time to see a doctor if even after rewarming and treating the affected area, you still feel intense shivering, intense pain, or have trouble walking. Nick Broadway, 10 on your side.
Travis May's life in southern Virginia Beach with his partner Aaron is a long way from his early years. His mother was a drug addict. His father was behind bars. Meet Travis May. The story of his life was released on social media 1 week ago.
So the 90s just represented hopelessness, despair, and an inevitable death at a young age. I accepted that.
As a teenager armed with a gun, May committed 28 felonies that would put him behind bars for life. Over the years, May grew up behind bars, and he was pardoned by the governor in 2018. A news reporter broke the news.
It was from a reporter at the Virginia Pilot, and it said, "Is your name Travis Hassan May? If so, congratulations."
Later that year, May started his mission to take back the community.
I went back to Berkeley Boys and Girls Club, and I wanted to speak to them babies to let them know no circumstance could ever speak to your worth.
Well, I believe that his character, we can change. We make mistakes.
On Valentine's Day of 2023, life for the family took a dramatic turn when Harmony, now 7, was diagnosed with a rare form of brain cancer.
Only 2 more months and then I'll be done.
Big sister Lillian agrees when one person in the family has cancer, everyone has cancer.
and it feels really bad. And so we're just trying to support our family as much as we can.
In those dark times, you would have given your freedom back.
And that's deep. That's something that I would never thought would come to my mind. But when you on your knees and you praying to God and you telling them anything, you will do anything, that's when you start to run the checklist of the most extremes, because you feel like no child is deserving of this type of struggle.
We got so much stuff under the tent that's being given away.
The start of a bitterly cold work week pushed many in our community to start the day by giving back.
We have gloves, we have hats, we have warming blankets, we have hand warmers.
The group Impact Virginia braved the cold Monday to meet the needs of people. The executive director says it's about lending a helping hand. They provided hot meals to get people through the daytime cold, but this help is most needed at night.
I make sure they get their towels. I make sure they're housed. I make sure they're treated fairly, with admiration and respect.
The Salvation Army Hope Center in Norfolk is one of several places offering shelter to those in need. The center plans to accept people throughout the night.
We do give them places to stay tonight on frigid nights like this. I would not turn a dog down on days like this.
Besides the Salvation Army, there are several churches that serve as shelters in Norfolk on a rotating schedule. Churches on the peninsula are doing the same. Chesapeake, Portsmouth, Suffolk, and Virginia Beach also have various resources listed on their city websites.
We are Impact Virginia. We are on social media on Facebook. Our phone number is 757-541-0929, and we are there to give a hand where it's needed.
We want everybody to stay warm. We don't care who you are, what gender, what style, or what you look like, or what your color is. Please come to the Salvation Army.
Because it takes everyone to look out for those who need shelter in our communities.
Jamie does? Yeah. I just have one question. Are you dead?
No. Do I look dead?
Jamie does calls it a nightmare.
Well, my situation is absolute hell. I feel like I am non-existent on this planet. Literally non-existent. I can't get a credit report. I can't get health insurance.
In December, Chime Banking shut down her debit card because she was told she's dead. We called Chime to confirm that.
I'm labeled as deceased then. Is that correct?
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
But obviously that's a mistake. She's not dead and you shouldn't have closed the account. Then 2 years ago, at her doctor's office.
Every time they tried to bill my insurance, it wouldn't go through, that I'm declared deceased by the Social Security Administration.
Last February and December, the Social Security Administration delayed supplemental security income for Jamie's son until we find a representative payee to receive his payments. You're saying I am his representative.
I freaked out.
It's my son.
I freaked out. I called the Virginia Beach office right away.
In December, Jamie interviews at this Virginia Beach Food Line, but is told the Social Security Administration could not determine that you are authorized to work in the United States.
I don't know whether to laugh, cry, be angry. I'm not going to lie, I'm very angry. This has really ruined my life.
So Jamie turned to 10 on your side, and we got to work figuring out why Jamie's considered dead. I can show you public information that says you are dead. We found her death in Accurate, which is a public records search site. She's dead, look, in January 2019.
You're going to be kidding me. Sitting here in my hand, holding my actual death records, and I'm not even dead.
You reached Sean Fordham.
For answers, we reached out to the Social Security Administration, Regional Communications Director Sean Fordham. Sean, if you can give her a call, I sure would appreciate it. Fordham quickly returned a call to Jamie. He would not discuss the case with us, but he set up a phone appointment for Jamie with the assistant manager at the Social Security Administration's Norfolk office.
She was very kind, very informative, let me know, what her thoughts were on the situation.
Jamie was told erroneous death input on Social Security record January and October of 2024. Possible identity theft and fraud. Investigating whether somebody tried to put in a Medicare application using her Social Security number. Following the call, Fordham emailed us. There is no indication anyone was using her Social Security number. We are actively working with her on this matter. Thank you again for bringing this matter to our attention. Jamie relieved Social Security working right now to fix what's wrong.
You did a fantastic job. That was the greatest thing I ever did for my life, was reaching out to you guys. You guys were great.
Coming out today, and I am here because I have the distinct pleasure of announcing to you, Miss Melissa Edwards, that you are the Southampton County Public School Division's Teacher of the Year. You go above and beyond in countless ways for our students as well as your colleagues. You serve as an advocate for students, you serve as an advocate for colleagues, and you are the epitome of what academic excellence looks like. You make us so proud here at Southampton County Public School Division, and you are just a shining star, not only in our school, but also in our community. So thank you, thank you, thank you for all that you have done for our kids. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you. Teaching has changed a lot in the last 20 years, but if we continue to come for the kids every day and enjoy it, it's worth the journey.
Why did you become a teacher?
The real answer is because I wasn't sure what I wanted to do, and I interned in graphic design in college and didn't love working that way, and went to a college fair and saw that there was a need for a graphic design teacher, so I applied. 20 years later, I'm still here, and it was a wonderful decision, so meant to be. I really enjoy the students and being in this community. I'm not from the area. I went to college, and my husband and I both got jobs here, and that's how we ended up here. But you can ask my own children whenever we go somewhere. Like, I feel like I know everyone because I feel like I've taught so many students as they've come through, built relationships. I see them paying it back in the community, and I know that seems, you know, cliche, but it's really true because the kids are what we enjoy coming down here. And CTE, like our business department in CTE down here, just is a really fun environment to, I enjoy coming to work. You know, the other teachers are fun. We have a great time with the kids, and we just get to have some really good experiences. So I enjoy being a teacher for that reason. I also see it with my own children that are going through. I am a proud parent of 5 children, and my oldest is a senior this year, so I can see how I traveled with all of these students throughout the years, and now I get to travel with my own daughter and my own son as well, and then I have little babies all the way down to Capron, so it's just a lot of fun. I wouldn't want them to be anywhere else. I'm just very honored. I can't believe that, you know, I'm getting this honor just because there's so many amazing teachers in our school system, and amazing teachers of the year from every school. And a lot of them this year were veteran teachers because they have chosen to stay at Southampton. So I hope that continues. And thank you very much to everyone. I just can't believe it. So thank you so much. Appreciate it.
I have the distinct pleasure.
For many of us in the area, it's been a while since we've had to drive in accumulating snow, so a few safety tips might make for a smoother ride. Among them, FEMA says make sure your vehicle is ready to go. That includes a check of your tire pressure since it can fluctuate in the cold, lights and flashing hazard lights being operable, and windshield wipers that can do the job along with a good washer fluid level. Another helpful tip, make sure your gas tank is full to prevent fuel line freezing. Once the winter weather arrives, clear snow and ice off your car so it doesn't fly into your fellow driver's windshield. Also, try not to make any sudden stops or sharp turns that can cause you to lose control of your car. And if you happen to start skidding, avoid slamming on the brakes. That can cause your car to spin out of control. Take your foot off the brake and quickly turn the steering wheel in the direction you want to go. AAA says nearly 500,000 vehicle crashes are due to winter weather. We do not want you to be a part of that statistic. In Portsmouth, I'm Deja Parker, 10 on your side.
This first real snow on the OBX since 2018 seemed to put people in, well, a good mood.
It's happy. It's a great time down here. It's once in every 10, 15 years, whatever.
NCDOT and their contractors did a great job putting down rock salt and milling the winter mess not seen in 6 years.
Driving conditions aren't bad. The main road is fairly good. Be sensible, go slow.
There are reports that we may have had 9 inches of snow here on the Outer Banks. We're here at Jockey's Ridge. Watch this. How about that? That much? Yeah, we had a lot of snow. We found Jennifer and James out walking the dogs, and this one seemed to be, well, a little barky. Jennifer, just happy not going to work was on today's agenda.
I'm happy that I didn't have to go to work.
Don't you want to go to work? No. Do you want to go to work tomorrow?
Not if I don't have to.
The worst part's the wind. I can deal with the wind going away. The best part is the snow and, just something different.
Mary Hall brought her son and a friend to a place she knows well.
I used to live in the neighborhood, and it was always fun when it snowed before, so I thought it was the perfect place.
How's the sledding out here?
Good.
Are you going to be in school tomorrow?
Yes.
You want to be in school tomorrow?
Yes.
Are you saying that because your mom's standing right behind me?
Mm-hmm.
The complaints from the workers here at Amazon Center in Chesapeake go beyond having to get to work when there's bad weather. They say it's a matter of consistency. For example, 2 weeks ago, when there was 1 inch of snow, the night shift was shut down. This time, when there was 3 inches of snow, everybody was expected to show up. I have a 1-year-old. Do you think I want to drive my son to daycare and risk his life and mine? Just one of several complaints posted on the Voice of Amazon today, an internal message platform for the workers here in Chesapeake near 664. Possibilities of danger to come from driving on these roads are endless, read another message. Higher prices, lower availability for Uber and Lyft rides was another.
Most of the employees at this site use public transportation and or applications such as Uber or Lyft to get to and from work on a day-to-day, week-to-week basis.
And for those who did drive?
A few even mentioned getting into accidents along the way, and the first thing I could think of is their children and families.
But maybe the Amazon employees' prime concern is what they see as a lack of consistency. 2 weeks ago, when WAVY predicted less snow, and we got less snow, the night shift was shut down.
They did not have to show up for work at all. They were paid their hourly wage for that time of schedule.
This week, our meteorologists predicted more snow, and we got more snow. But night shift workers had to report. Another message, overnight lives matter. They were more cautious last time than they were this time, correct?
For sure, for sure.
Amazon did respond to me this afternoon with a statement. The company says it's in constant contact with the employees, and it encourages its employees to prioritize their safety. In Chesapeake, Chris Horn, 10 on your side.
It's projected in a few months, all that you see here will be underwater. And for once in Virginia Beach, some consider that a good thing.
It's surreal to see this thing coming online, to see their signature pier down the middle of the lagoon. It's amazing to know how close we are to this thing becoming a reality.
At more than 2.5 acres, this will be Spanish-based Wave Garden's first cove surf lagoon in North America and the centerpiece of Atlantic Park. According to the company, their proprietary technology can produce up to 1,000 waves each hour. Yes, 2 blocks from the beach. But LG Shaw, who will run the surf camps here, says 2 blocks will mean the difference of consistency.
We've had a particularly long dry spell this last year or so. To know that you can have chest-high, dependable waves year-round is going to be amazing.
And each hour, the types of waves could change. Sessions for beginners, sessions for the experienced, sessions that Blake Hess, whose company will manage the park, says will cost between $80 and $150 an hour.
So pricing will change depending on the season.
If that gives you sticker shock, Hess wants to be clear. This is not a water park.
I should say it's the farthest thing from a water park.
But he says that doesn't mean it's anti-family. There is going to be a beach club.
So you're going to have those waves rolling into the edge of the lagoon, and there'll be lawn chairs, cabanas, all those kind of things set up that you can come in and enjoy, again, the atmosphere, the food and beverage around the outskirts of it.
He says that admission price, closer to $18 or $20. On our hard hat tour, we were also able to see the 20-room boutique hotel under construction on the edge of the lagoon, the more than 300 apartments, as well as the office space. Soon, large letters spelling out "The Dome" will be installed above the entrance to the 3,500-seat concert venue. While we weren't allowed inside yet, Live Nation shared these new renderings about what is behind those doors. The first concert scheduled for May.
I hate the buzzword synergy, but the synergy that is going to happen down here, to know that I already have friends of mine that are excited about coming to see venues, see friends, see family, and to get a few waves in the process is really going to be amazing.
PFAS chemicals are typically hard to see unless you were on Bird Neck Road in Virginia Beach on Good Friday 2012. A Navy jet had crashed into an apartment complex, and the foam that firefighters used to quench the raging jet fuel contained PFAS. ODU Professor of Environmental and Civil Engineering Gary Schafferin explains why the foam is so effective.
The foam covers the fuel and just deprives it of the oxygen.
The problem is the PFAS in the foam doesn't go away.
It's known as a forever chemical.
PFAS stands for words that are hard to spell and even harder to say. NAS Oceana is among 3 places in Hampton Roads, along with Fentress Airfield.
Engines are at 100%.
And the area near NASA's Wallops Island complex that are under assessment for PFAS from the firefighting foam. But PFAS is not limited to runways and launch pads. PFAS chemicals come to us in all kinds of directions. Pizza boxes, shampoos and cosmetics, the wrappings for fast food, that Scotch Guard stuff we use to waterproof our clothing, and how about non-stick cookware? Turns out corporate America has delivered PFAS to us in ways we didn't even know. Now let's shift from convenience to concern.
There are 3 areas that I'm familiar with that have public health issues. One is liver cancer. It's associated with that. Also negative impacts on thyroid, your thyroid, and also autoimmune diseases.
The American Cancer Society does not determine whether anything definitely causes cancer, but does say drinking water is one of the main sources of PFAS exposure for some people.
So this is probably the highest amount of PFAS chemicals.
Eva Doty is an ODU researcher at a lab in Newport News. She tests samples from wastewater treatment plants to see how much PFAS is present. She's testing for a specific chemical known as PFOA.
So we're going to see that show up for PFOA. It's around 11 minutes. We're going to see a peak, and that's indicative of the concentration of PFOA.
The EPA has linked PFAS chemicals to decreased fertility or increased high blood pressure in pregnant women, developmental effects or delays in children, reduced ability of the body's immune system, and increased cholesterol levels and/or the risk of obesity. So far, researchers have found no cause for alarm for the time being, mainly because
PFAS chemicals have been detected in bloodstream of people all around the world. You know, it's ubiquitous.
But scientists and health agencies will continue their level of concern because PFAS chemicals are here to stay.